Region 11 season comes to an end tonight in Hyrum as the Skyview Bobcats visit the Mountain Crest Mustangs. Yeah, this has been a hot rivalry for a long time, but Skyview's really owned the rivalry. It's been over the last decade or so that Skyview's won every game. Last year, 35-14 over Mountain Crest. Skyview comes in 8-0 and red hot. Brevin Egbert's just a couple of games away from getting in the record books for 100 yards rushing per game. They score 41 points per game. Who can slow them down? Well, I don't know. Mountain Crest thinks they can. Mountain Crest, the number 4 defense in 4A, and they've got enough offense to maybe make Skyview a little bit uncomfortable. This one ought to be a good one. The region title, the outright region title, will it be Skyview's all of themselves, or will it be one to share with Mountain Crest, Skyview, and Ridgeline? Stick around and find out on the Game of the Week.
Wendy's is saying thanks for making the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger America's #1 bacon cheeseburger by giving you more of what you love. Introducing Wendy's Giant Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. Double the beef, double the bacon, and now it comes in a giant meal for $5 with nuggets, fries, and a drink. There's absolutely nothing junior about it, except the price. Get Wendy's $5 Giant Junior Bacon Cheeseburger meal before it's gone.
Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology.
I talked with Mountain Crest coach Ryan Visser before the game tonight, and I asked him about their 5-3 record. Those 3 losses are by a grand total of 14 points, 1, 6, and 7, and 2 of those losses are to highly ranked teams, so they ought to feel pretty good about being in a great situation and that maybe they're a pretty good ball team. But like a true football coach, he says, yeah, but what we remind the kids is that they need to understand we're about 1 touchdown away from being 2-6. These have been tough games. They have really prepared them, and they feel like that they are ready for this game against Skyview tonight. They know Brevin Egbert is the guy to slow down, and they know that's going to be tough to do. Last year, Egbert, 22 rushes, 212 yards, and 4 touchdowns. It starts and ends with him for Skyview, and the Mustangs are really going to try to slow him down. They feel like they can if they can control the tempo, hold on to the ball, they've got a really good chance. We'll see how that plays out coming up.
Say the word base. Say the word mess.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop. We logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. KSM means music. Music is all we do. Factory Pizzeria. We're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years. Good evening and welcome to the campus of Mountain Crest High School in Hyrum for the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. I'm Eric Holston along with you this evening as Mountain Crest and Skyview getting set to kick off on a beautiful October evening, the region finale. There's one more week left for some teams. Other teams are done after tonight. We'll talk about that as the game goes on. But Skyview wants to win the region title outright. Mountain Crest wants to make them share. This one taken just inside the goal line by Thatcher Phelps, and Mountain Crest will start out at the 20-yard line, led by Casey Croft. Skyview won the toss and elected to defer. Mountain Crest 5-3, 3-1 in region. They lost to Ridgeline, Box Elder, and Pocatello. Those teams have a combined record of 17-4. Box Elder's number 2 in 5A, Ridgeline number 4 in 4A. So they played a tough schedule, have the Mustangs, and they got a tough one here tonight against Skyview. Dax Benson right up the middle for 6. And if Mountain Crest does what they want to do, we're going to see a lot of that tonight. They want to control the ball, and they're going tempo right out of the gates. They're going to pitch and try to get to the edge this time. Jones makes it 3rd and short after a pickup of a couple.
Moves the ball down to the 29.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage against a 4-man front. Skyview walks up a backer, give it inside to Jones. He puts his head down and picks up 4 yards and a first down. So it's like in a prize fight, right? Mountain Crest came out of their corner at the bell swinging and not letting Skyview, keeping Skyview on their heels. Now they toss the other way. Jones to the corner. Jones hit and knocked down after a gain of about 4.
Jones takes the pitch from Casey Cross around the left side of the line. Good for a 4-yard gain.
Jones will come to the sideline. Phelps back in, and now Mountain Crest
line, bringing up a 2nd and 6.
It's going to kind of huddle it.
Number 33, Hans Herman.
Now they huddle it up, call the play, and get to the line. Quickly to the line. 2 wide receivers and I formation, old school football for the Mustangs. They throw the pitch and catch out to the edge to Bitten. Bitten's right at the first down marker, and it is a first down.
On the quick pitch, tackle made by number 13, Cash Howell, and number 14, Carver Ballard. And that is enough for another Mountain Crest.
First and 10, the Mustangs now out at the 44-yard line. They give it off to Benson, and he's met in the backfield and brought down by Lindley.
Dax Benson
Taylor
brought down
Lindley.
quick on the blast play on the left side. Tackle made by number 0, Taylor Lindley.
Loss of a yard on
Loss of
first
1
down.
on the play to bring up a 2nd and 11 for the Mustangs as the ball
Now
is
the
spotted on their own
Mustangs
43.
off schedule for the first time on this drive. They've been on schedule, meaning 3 or more yards per play in the early downs. And now they're behind the sticks at 2nd and 11. Benson's going to flip to the other side. 5 wide receivers, see if Crofts throws it or runs. Phelps going to go in motion. They're looking at the screen one way. It's not there on either end. Crofts just going to get rid of it. And he gets wiped out. And the coaching staff for Mountain Crest comes off the sideline apoplectic that there wasn't a flag, and now there's a flag in the secondary. An ineligible man downfield for Mountain Crest is coming up.
Covered well by the Bobcats. Likes to throw the ball away.
Ineligible man downfield on Mountain Crest.
Yeah, they flag
and they're
on
going
the
to back
play.
him up. Let's see if Coach Howell decides to back him up or if he says, nah, make it 3rd and 11.
Ineligible
He's going to make it 3rd and 11.
That penalty is declined. It'll be 3rd and 11 for the Mustangs.
The coaching staff from Mountain Crest not happy that Crofts took a pop after he'd thrown the ball. I didn't think there was anything egregious about it. They're just looking for that extra edge. 4 wide, 1 back in the backfield for Mountain Crest on 3rd and 11. To the sticks, and the ball just wide of DeCorver, and a flag comes down late. Flag over on the far sideline. It's going to be a hold on Mountain Crest.
Cross fastball is incomplete. We do have a flag on the play.
That's interesting that that's the official that threw that. It's usually the 2 officials in the middle of the field that throw those. So somebody out on the edge must have been hanging on to a jersey. So the Mustangs, after a promising start, see their drive stall at the 43-yard line.
Mustangs, number 31, Boyd Oakey.
And they'll punt it away.
Return for the Bobcats. Number 9.
This one's going to take a Mountain Crest bounce. Inside the 5, well, right about the 5-yard line. Ramsey Vickers called a fair catch and then moved out of the way. He didn't like the angle or something. And now Skyview will take the field with their offense, averaging 41 points per game. Believe it or not, that's not good enough for number 1 in 4A. Crimson Cliffs scoring just about 45 points per game. Crimson Cliffs with the number 1 offense and defense in 4A. Carson Thatcher with Brevin Egbert behind him. 1,500 yards in 8 games for Egbert. Thatcher fakes the give, looks outside, got a man wide open.
Carson
Phelps
Thatcher
finally
takes the pass along the right edge.
pulls down Chance Wilson.
The recipient of the pass, number 4, Chance Wilson. Tackle made by number 8, Thatcher Phelps.
And that's a 20-yard gain.
The Bobcats advance the ball to the 31-yard line. Will be 1st and 10 for Skyview.
They're going to give it to him out at the 31. In fact, that's 20. Yeah, that's 20 yards, and Mountain Crest is offsides.
Offsides is the call against the Mustangs.
3rd penalty in the early going on Mountain Crest.
The ball spotted.
The Mustangs are keyed up for this game. They know that they haven't won or shared a region title since 2012. They also know that the last time they beat Skyview was 2012. The Skyview's won 10 in a row, looking to make it 11 tonight. Give in the backfield, and Egbert picks up a yard. Even with Skyview winning 10 in a row in this rivalry, Mountain Crest owns the overall edge 23-19. Thanks to John Olson for that stat.
No gain on the play.
2nd down and 4. Thatcher's got Egbert behind him. Williams is in the slot to this near side. He's their leading receiver. Give it off to Egbert. Egbert patiently finds a hole. Pops it to the outside. Inside Mountain Crest territory.
Number
And
12,
big yards.
Brevin Egbert takes the ball left of center, cuts it back, picks up some good yardage, advances it down to the Mountain Crest 42.
21 yards for
Tackle made
Egbert.
by number 9, Dax Benson, and number 8, Thatcher
Phelps
and number 17.
making the tackle
Bruno
back in the
Huerta.
secondary.
Brings up a 1st and 10.
And that's what
for the
Egbert does. He's
Bobcats.
patient. When he finds that gap, he explodes through it, and he's got all sorts of speed. Mountain Crest looking like they might bring some heat. Thatcher double clutches, waits for his receiver to sit down,
Thatcher's pass
and
is
finds him for a
completed
gain of
on
9.
a quick inside
That's
hitch
Williams.
route to number 1, Brighton Williams. Tackle made by number 9, Dax Benson.
Williams, 53 catches, 694 yards on the season. Good for 6th in 4A as far as yardage goes. Egbert's number 1 in 4A and rushing yardage. Number 2 in the state in touchdowns. He's got 23. 4 wide, Egbert the only back, and now he's going to switch sides. And the back judge counted. 4-man rush, looking for the man out to the edge, and he's got him. That's Zamel.
Thatcher's pass completed to number 2, Garrett
Zamel
on the quick out route. Tackle made by number 8,
12
Thatcher
yards.
Phelps. The Bobcats advance the ball down to the Mountain Crest 22, where it'll be 1st and 10.
Thatcher on the move. A little bit of mix-up there, I think, on the snap count. Thatcher had the ball. Guys were standing.
Thatcher under pressure throws the ball away.
Thatcher has to throw it away for his
Brings
first
up a 2nd and
incompletion. He was 3 for 3 for 41 yards before that. These two offenses moving fast. Making it tough for an old man that keeps his old stats. Slow down, you kids. Thatcher looks to the sideline. That was my get off my lawn moment. Fake the give. Out to the edge on the wide receiver screen. And Williams is thrown down after a gain of about
Thatcher's
4.
quick screen pass outside to number 1, Brighton Williams. Tackled immediately by number 8, Thatcher. Brings
3rd
up
down
a
and
3rd
6.
and 6 for the Bobcats.
Skyview quickly to the line. Mountain Crest with a 3-down lineman. Butters looking like he might be coming. Let's see. On the blitz. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the right. 2 linebackers coming after Thatcher. Lots of time for him. He completes it, and it's a 1st down inside the 10-yard line. 10 yards and a 1st down. I didn't see
Thatcher's pass completed to number 1, Brighton Williams.
who that went to.
Tackle
It went
made
to
by number
Williams.
40, Carter Egbert.
3 catches, 23 yards
Moves
for
the ball
Williams on this
down
drive.
into
As the clock winds
inside the
down
8-yard
toward
line.
5
It'll be
minutes to
1st
play in
and
the
goal
first
for the
quarter. We're
Bobcats.
scoreless in Hyrum. Hard count by Thatcher. And on 1st and goal from the 8, he looks back to his sideline for the play. Five throws, 2 runs on this drive. They run the pitch. Out to Egbert. Makes the first man miss. Touchdown! He had a Mustang running at him. And he put his head down just before he went for the tackle, and Egbert just stopped and went past him.
On the right side.
And it's an 8-yard touchdown run
And that's
for
a
Egbert.
touchdown for the Bobcats.
3 carries, 30 yards, and a touchdown for Egbert on that possession. $85 yards. Actually, it goes for 90. 5 of those yards were penalty. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Skyview,
Extra
their
point
first possession,
by
leads to a touchdown. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel.
And at the 440 mark, it is 7-0.
The Logo Shop has long been a sponsor of the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel, and we say that they logo all kinds of stuff. We're not lying. Technology items like speakers, power banks, mice, flash drives, and more. Don't forget your drinkware. You got that, you're carrying around that mug with you. Get your own logo on it. The Logo Shop, a Game of the Week sponsor. 7-0 here in Hyrum.
Off for the Bobcats, number 83.
As the Bobcats kick it off, and it's taken
Davison.
at the 9-yard line. still on his feet out across the 30-yard line
Takes it off the left sideline.
is Thatcher Phelps.
Ball will be spotted at the Mustang.
Ball at the 32, and that's where Mountain Crest takes over. They came out on their first possession and they went tempo. They had 3 or 4 plays called. They did not huddle, went right to the line, moved right down the field. Then they slowed it down. Skyview's defense had a chance to take a breath.
Hyrum Chevron, Carson Fleming.
Skyview is a team, they know how to pressure the quarterback. 29 sacks. They had 12 of those against Logan. Here's the give to Benson, first man through. He puts his head down, picks up close to 5.
Tackle made by number 26, Dean Phillips.
It's going to be 4 where they
Good
spot it.
for 5 yards.
Quickly, the Mustangs again. Right at the sticks.
Cole Jones, the ball carrier again off the left side.
As
Tackle made
Jones,
by number 33,
they're going to move the sticks.
Harriman. That's enough for another Mountain Crest.
Mountain Crest ready to go. They have to wait for them to move the markers. Mountain Crest comes out in again in tempo. This time they're trying to go to the edge, and Jones, I just don't think, has the speed to get there before that Skyview defense does, and he didn't. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. Good pursuit. Fake the give this time. Crofts looking downfield. His man got held. He comes back, and Bitten almost catches it, and they throw a flag. The defender turned and never turned to look back for the ball and put his hands on Phelps. Gave him a little bit of shove. Vickers can't believe it, but that's going to be the call. Too much contact. The other DB got away with a hold off the double move on the inside receiver. So the first penalty on the Bobcats will help the Mustangs out and move them into Skyview territory for the first time this evening. 3:20 to play in the first quarter. 7-0 Skyview. Mountain Crest had to punt on their first possession after picking up 2 first downs. Skyview marched it right down the field. Put it in the end zone. Brevin Egbert with touchdown number 24 on the season. 4 wide receivers. And Benson is going to block for Crofts. Crofts puts his head down and picks up 6. Mountain Crest, when they're just play straight ahead football, they've got something for Skyview there. Skyview's having a little bit of trouble with them, but I think Skyview looks like they might have that speed edge, though, especially getting to the edge.
Will bring up 2nd and 4.
Second down and 4. Croft's going to hand it off to Benson. He's got room off the left side, and he's down to the 31-yard line, a gain of 6.
Off the left side, picks up some good yardage.
Nothing fancy for the Mustangs, and they marched it down to the 31-yard line of Skyview. 2:35 to play in the first quarter. Mountain Crest trying to answer the Skyview score. Give it again. Starting outside. Ball's free. Mountain Crest gets on it, starting outside and cutting inside was Benson. And he turned his back to the line of scrimmage, and one of the Bobcats put his helmet right on the football, and it popped out and went backwards. And now Mountain Crest is going to be a 2nd and 13.
Bring up a 2nd and 13.
Benson had gained 5 or 6 yards, and he turned his back to the play. And yet one of those Bobcats put his hat right on the ball. Just popped it out of there. It landed right in front of one of the Bobcat linemen, and he was a little slow to realize it was at his feet. And Mountain Crest was able to come up with it. 1:40 to play in the first quarter. 2nd and 13 for Mountain Crest from the 34 of Skyview. Pressure coming from the Bobcats. They're going to bring 1 extra. They throw inside on a little screen. Bitten makes one man miss. Still on his feet down near the 20-yard line. He's close to a first down, depending on where he stepped out of bounds. They're going to give it to him on the 20. It's a gain of 14.
Picks up some excellent blocking. Ball is advanced down to the 20-yard line.
2 catches, 20 yards for
another Mountain Crest.
On 2nd and 13, it's a gain of 14. Back to the I formation for the Mustangs. Fake to the first man, give it to Jones, right up the middle.
Jones on the counter play to the left
blasted
side.
after a gain of a
Tackled
yard.
by number 33, Hans Hyrum.
Herman takes him down.
Picks up a
Herman
tough one on the yard.
has had a nice
Second
season
and
defensively
9.
for Skyview. Hans Herman, their second leading tackler. Again, that I formation. They pitch to the edge, trying to get room outside, and again, Skyview doing a good job of shutting that down. They went to the boundary side.
Takes the
They
pitch.
picked up 2 yards.
Around the
Phelps,
right side.
and it's 3rd down.
Picks up 2. Bring up a 3rd and 7 for the Mustangs. The
3rd
ball
and 7 for
spotted at
Mountain
the
Crest with
Bobcat
31 seconds to
12-yard
play
line.
in the first
17-yard
quarter.
line.
Now a timeout being called by an official, and they're saying that Phelps, he's got blood on his leg or something. They're pointing at his leg and they're making him come off. And he doesn't know what the problem is. We'll see if Coach Visser decides to take a timeout or if they let him come back on. Now they got to bring somebody else on. Owen Ryan. Will come onto the field on 3rd and 7. Ball at the 17-yard line of Skyview. 7-0 Skyview. Mountain Crest is going to take a timeout. And that'll give him a chance to get Phelps back on the field. And I wonder if Phelps might have been who they were supposed to be looking for on that play because of the way they reacted to the officials making him come off.
You can move your car into the driver's ed parking lot, but you're not allowed to park on 300
They were
South.
nonplussed over that, to say the least.
Thank their gold sponsors, Visionary Homes.
Mountain Crest averaging 28 points per game, giving up 16.6. That's good for 4th in 4A.
From Service, Art Flooring, Lindsay Landscaping.
Benson, their leading rusher, he's number 8 in 4A in yards, 634 yards, 6 yards a carry and 7 touchdowns. DeCorver, their leading receiver, we've yet to see him catch a pass tonight. He's 5th in 4A in receiving yards with 707, 5 touchdowns. He's a big target. Number 0. And I don't know that I see him out on the field right now. It might be the top receiver, the far receiver. I can't see his name. Nope, DeCorver's this near side. They've moved DeCorver to the outside. They go underneath, and it was right through the hands of Phelps, and he takes one in the teeth for his trouble. He wouldn't have been even close to the first down. You got 3rd and 7, and you're running the pattern at 4 yards. You know, unless you're already thinking, well, you know, this is 4-down territory anyway. I thought they might look for DeCorver, but instead they went underneath to Phelps. Vickers there to defend. 27 seconds to play in the first half, and Mountain Crest will go for it on 4th down and 7. You can't hang with Skyview if you're giving up field goals for touchdowns. Blitz coming. Crofts hits as he throws, and it hits the ground way short of his target. It's Herman.
Crofts under pressure.
Crofts was rocked. Right up the middle, they brought both backers up the A gaps. So the middle of the field was wide open, but the problem was Crofts didn't have time to see it. So So Skyview takes over at the 17-yard line with 20 seconds left in the first quarter, leading 7-0. Egbert already with a touchdown in this game. 30 yards on 3 carries, averaging 10 yards a carry. Here he goes to the edge. Hauled down after a gain of 8.
Calls some blockers around the right side for a good gain. Ball spotted at the...
And that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. 7-0. Skyview leading Mountain Crest as we head to the second on the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel.
If your vehicle is parked south of the stadium on 300 South, they're beginning to tow those vehicles. You can move your car into the driver's ed parking lot. Mountain Crest High School would like to thank their silver sponsors, Myers Plumbing,
Custom Fence is a sponsor of the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. They can do a little bit of everything, and they've done a little bit of everything, and they do it a little bit of everywhere. They have all sorts of experience in residential, commercial, and even specialty jobs. 25,000 plus fences built, almost 60 years of experience, close to 50 team members, and they operate in 15 states. You can't go wrong for all your fencing needs when you call Custom Fence, the Game of the Week sponsor. Get ready to start the second quarter here at Hyrum. Mountain Crest trails Skyview 7-0. Skyview wants a region title. They want an outright region title. They had to share last year because they got beat by Logan, even though they beat Ridgeline. It was co-championship. If Mountain Crest wins this game, then they'd have to share with Mountain Crest and Ridgeline. And they want the outright region title. I asked Coach Visser, are the region titles important anymore? And he said, oh yeah. Mountain Crest wants a piece of that title for the first time since 2012. Egbert is going to pick up about 3. And it'll be a first down.
Bobcats with the inside trap play. Picks up the first down. Ball spotted on their own 29-yard line.
Three wide to the far side. Zamel is your tight end on the near side. He's going to stay in. Carson Thatcher unloads just as the rush got there, and he way overthrows
Thatcher under pressure.
Everybody.
By Puma Huerta throws the ball away.
5 of 7 for Thatcher, 55 yards. Second and 10. Huerta putting the pressure on. Huerta coming from a long line of good ball players here at Mountain Crest. He's just a sophomore, number 17. Mountain Crest looking like they might bring backers again. See if they check out of it. 3 men down and 1 linebacker up in the slot. Now he's backing out. Now Butter steps up. They're bringing him out to the edge, and good tackle by Phelps. He's out there all alone on the little screen, and he runs right past anybody that would have blocked him and makes the tackle. Third and 5.
That 34-yard line will be 3rd and 5.
Skyview 2 for 2 on 3rd downs. This would be gigantic for Mountain Crest to get him off the field. Mountain Crest has already jumped off sides once tonight. They're going to run that quick one again. Flag in the backfield, probably going to be a hold against Skyview.
Completed on the quick hitch.
And it's going to be a first down, but they're going to call a hold against the Bobcats.
William Guthrie.
That's going to back him up and make it 3rd and long.
Again tackled immediately by Thatcher Phelps. Holding is the call.
So Skyview with their second penalty. And that's going to back them up inside the 25-yard line, down to the 24.
10-yard penalty and repeat the down.
They need to get out to the 44-yard line.
To the Bobcats.
Excuse me, the 39, 3rd and 15. Now they've got to run something a little deeper. Unless, of course, you know, try to give it to Egbert and let him find a gap. Egbert's going to stay in, and they're going to run the screen. Mountain Crest saw the screen coming. Thatcher wisely throws it into the ground at Egbert's feet. And the Mustang defense gets off the field.
Well by the Mustangs, and the Bobcats will be forced to punt. Back to return the punt.
And the most boring job in Region 11 football, punter for Skyview High School. As we get to see a rare sighting in the wild of Skyview's punter. Doesn't happen often. 9:58 to play in the first half, still 7-0 Skyview. DeCorver fields it on the run, and Mountain Crest will start in Skyview territory after the Jameson punt is returned to the 47.
Mountain Crest will take over.
Well, Mountain Crest drove on their last possession
47-yard line.
and then sputtered inside the 25-yard line. Now let's see if they can finish a drive and tie the game up. Man coverage as they give it into Benson. Benson's got a hole. That's Jones. Check that. Jones has the first down and more as they keep pushing the pile. And he's down to the 33-yard line.
Cole Jones takes the ball on the left side.
It's a 14-yard gain.
Ball some good blocking. Ball spotted at the Bobcat 33.
Mountain Crest has been able to run the ball.
Crest.
Now Skyview with 5 men at the line, 7 in the box. Give it to Benson, first man through. Still on his feet down near the 20-yard line.
Benson with a dashing hole on the left side.
13 yards for Benson.
Tackle made by number 9, Ramsey Vickers.
25 yards on 6 carries for Benson, 31 on 7 for Jones. Give it to Jones, he follows Benson off tackle.
Cole Jones following some tough blocking.
5-yard gain for Jones on first down. Mustangs quickly back to the line. They give him 4. Skyview's not ready and they snap it. There's Jones. Grabs, he steps through. Somebody from Mountain or Skyview, not sure who it was, saved the touchdown.
With the hurry-up offense. Tackle made by number 33, Hans Herman.
Gain of 3, 3rd and 2.
And the 3rd and 2 as the ball is spotted at the Bobcat
2 for
12.
1 for 3 on 3rd downs for Mountain Crest. Mountain Crest huddles it up. Give it to Benson. Benson hesitated as before he hit the line.
Cuts it back.
And it cost him. I'm not sure he was trusting what he was seeing. He kind of hesitated, looked like he might.
There was sideline warning called against the Bobcats.
Looked like he might take a step inside, and instead he kind of fell forward.
The ball spotted at the Bobcat 11-yard line.
And is it going to be 4th down? They just called a sideline warning on Skyview. So what down is it? They still have 3rd down. Now they've changed it to 4th. Benson with no gain.
4th and 1 for the Mustangs.
Mountain Crest 0 for 1 on 4th down. Turn and give. Jones looking for a hole. It's going to be close, but I think he got there. He had to get inside the 10, and the officials are saying move the chains. He needed half a yard. He got a yard. Skyview had that defended pretty well. Jones on the second effort was able to lurch forward and get to the 10-yard line.
Where it will be 1st and goal for the Mustangs.
1st and goal right at the 10 for Mountain Crest. 7:40 to play in the first half. 7-0 Skyview. I formation again. Fake to give up the middle. Throw to the back out of the backfield, and it's a little bit behind Benson. It bounces off of his shoulder pad and incomplete. Crofts needs to put that out there in front of him with a back. Put it out there in front of him. He had to reach back for it because he had room to run in front of him. And Benson's the kind of runner that he might have taken guys into the end zone with him. Skyview catches a break on that one. Phelps now the tailback. They're going to give it to him. He's going to follow Benson. No gain. Skyview now is just loading up. You can run blitz, right? And Skyview's just bringing guys for the run. If you were further out in the field, you maybe call a screen, but 10 yards going and in, a screen is kind of tough. There's just not enough room to get rid of those linebackers and defensive backs. They've got everybody spread out. Benson's the lone setback. See if they look for DeCorver on this near side. They're going to give it to Benson. And Skyview was coming hard. They took DeCorver's Benson's helmet off. And everybody here wants a flag, and they're not going to get one. Now they're going to get a sideline. He's going to get a flag. So he got taken down by the helmet. He got his helmet pulled off, and the Mountain Crest sideline wants a penalty on that. And instead they get a penalty for hollering about it. It's a loss of 3. They're going to throw somebody out? What? Oh, they're making Benson come off the field because his helmet came off. They're making him come off the field because his helmet came off. Boy, this is going to get interesting because the official on this near sideline that just threw the flag, he's having words with the whole coaching staff. That's not a good recipe. Phelps in motion. Mountain Crest has to keep their composure. Double move. DeCorver. Catch. Touchdown. Great grab by DeCorver. Because you couldn't defend that any better than Skyview did. Great throw by Crofts, great catch by DeCorver, and we're a PAT away from being tied up. You can't defend that any better than Skyview did. They had 2 guys right there. Crofts put it right in the breadbasket. Kicks up, kicks good. We're tied at 7 in Hyrum. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. Well, they're rocking here in Hyrum. You know where else they're rocking? At KSM Music. They've got their Rocktober sale going on. You can get up to $640 off all electric guitars, basses, and select amplifiers. It's going on all month long in the month of October. The Rocktober sale at KSM Music. KSM Music, a Game of the Week sponsor. Well, that whole timeout, a couple of Mountain Crest coaches were chatting with the officials. Chatting with everybody except the one that they were all having words with that threw the flag on him, which was smart. That official went over to one of the other officials and said, hey, go talk to these guys. You know, it's smart. Get everybody to cool down maybe a little bit. But they didn't like the fact that Dax Benson got tackled by the helmet, got his helmet ripped off, and then he had to go out, sit down for the play. They felt like that should have been, tackling around the head like that. They felt like that should have been a flag, but everybody feels much better after the tying touchdown, at least on this sideline. For Skyview, now they want to put a drive together and get points before the half because they get the ball to start the second half. Fake the give. Thatcher throws it underneath. Williams is there, but so is Phelps. Closes in a hurry, and it's a loss of a couple. Was it DeCorver? Might have been DeCorver that came across and made the play. I thought it looked like 8. It was either 8 or 0. I think it was DeCorver, 0. Here comes some pressure again. Thatcher over the middle. Has his man. Throws to Zamel. Hits him right on the numbers. And then he's walloped. He picks up 5. And it'll be 3rd down and 6. Zamel 2 catches, 17 yards. Skyview 2 out of 3 on 3rd downs. 4.5 minutes to play in this first half. Caden Hess has been a step or 2 away from a sack multiple times tonight. Number 55, watch him. They throw it to the edge, and Thatcher just has to throw it away. He was looking for Williams, but he threw it a little high because of the guy we just mentioned, Caden Hess, who came off the edge. Then he saw Thatcher getting ready to throw. He puts both hands up and jumps up, and then Thatcher has to throw it over him because Hess is tall, and it sails out of bounds on him. So back-to-back possessions where Mountain Crest forces Skyview to punt. 4:09 to play in the first half. Butters hustles onto the field late. Phelps on the run, grabs it, makes the first man miss. Still on his feet, scoots across midfield down to about the 48. Flag comes in, so we're probably going to get a hold.
Receives the punt, takes it across midfield.
They're going to say he was stopped at the 49, but it may get backed up to the 41. Let's see what the flag is.
Hellstern on the tackle for the Bobcats.
Hellstern with the tackle. Skyview got down there in a hurry. Illegal use of the hands. It's on Mountain Crest. Mountain Crest, 4th penalty of the night, 2nd accepted penalty. So it's going to be at the 42.
Is proud to team with Logan Regional Orthopedics and Sports Medicine to provide top quality sports medical care for Mountain Crest High School athletics.
Bitten your lone receiver to this side, one receiver to the far side. Mountain Crest starts in that I formation that's worked well for him tonight. Jones fights his way forward for 4.
Follows some good blocking. Number 26.
Now if you're Mountain Crest, you're in your 4-minute offense with 3:40 to play in the half. Use as much clock as possible. Try to come up with a score, but don't give the Bobcats any chance. Jones putting his head down and picking up the first down.
Running behind some excellent blocking.
12 yards for Jones, and he's at 66 yards on the evening. Jones looking for the edge. He outruns his blocker. He gains a couple. But Skyview did a good job of stretching that out.
Number 20, Tyson Bradley in on the tackle.
Skyview pretty quick, sideline to sideline. Jones showed pretty good burst that time, and he beat his blocker to the edge. Kind of stopped to wait for him. 2:50 to play in the half. Fake to give to the first man through, give it to Jones. Jones cuts inside down to the 30-yard line. A pickup of 10. 14 carries, 70 yards for Jones.
Advances the ball down to the Bobcat 30-yard line. And that is enough for Mountain Crest.
Butters in at tight end. Stay in that I formation, give it to the first man through. That's Benson. Starts to the outside, then cuts back inside. He's clear across. He is clear across the 25, down to the 24, and they're going to spot him back at the 26. That's an interesting spot.
Gain of 5 on the play, advance to the 26-yard line.
But both officials on either side knew right where to go. Benson hurdles 2 would-be tacklers. He's inside the 15. And there's a hurt Bobcat back at the 35. 11 yards for Benson. He's at 37 yards on 10 carries. And the timeout on the field as they attend to one of the Bobcat players. He was holding a leg, and they're looking at a knee, and I did not see who it was.
The official medical provider of Mustang Athletics. Some fun facts. 40 years ago in 1983, Mountain Crest was
That's Taylor Lindley, tight end defensive lineman. They're looking at the same leg that he's wearing that sleeve on his knee. They're helping him off. They were working on that knee, and he was flinching when they were doing it. So hopefully it's just a ding and nothing serious, but they're going to take him to the sideline. 1:53 to play in the half. Mountain Crest in scoring territory at the 14-yard line. And they're going to start the clock after the injury.
We have a winner of the Couch Bingo contest.
Benson, the fullback.
Number 41.
Jones, your tailback. DeCorver to this near side. Give it to Jones. Skyview's just selling out against the run now. Jones gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The right side stopped immediately. Number 64, Seth Toulson on the stop for the Bobcats.
Crofts can run the ball as well. See if they do maybe some misdirection type thing where they fake that give into the middle and then boot Crofts the other way. You release guys downfield and have them crossing at a couple different levels, and then you put the pressure on the D because then Crofts can use his feet. But let's see what they do. Here comes the linebacker. They do. They're going to boot him out. He's got a man wide open. It's Benson. Benson walks into the end zone. $15 yards. And a go-ahead score. Mountain Crest pulls ahead, and the PAT is up and good. And the Bobcats find themselves in a place they're not used to. Trailing 14-7 Mountain Crest, 56 seconds to play in the first half. Who Hot is a Game of the Week sponsor. The Who Hot Mongolian Grill at 660 South Main in Logan. They're open for dine-in and carry-out. If you want to go into Who Hot and make what you want, you can do whatever you want. It's one of the best dining options around. Perfect for people with dietary restrictions and those with appetites for crave-worthy noodle bowls. Who Hot can accommodate you if you're vegetarian, gluten-free, keto, paleo, anybody looking for a healthy but delicious option the whole family can enjoy. Who Hot, a Game of the Week sponsor. This one returnable for Skyview, taken at the 1 yard line. Is that Brighton Williams? It is. Williams works to the far side, and he's hit just as he steps out of bounds across the 25 yard line. 48 seconds to play in the first half.
At about the 27.
Mountain Crest leading Skyview 14-7.
Again, the winner of the cow chip bingo contest, number 41.
And we got a personal foul on Mountain Crest.
Garlock.
They called a personal foul on that hit
Congratulations.
on the sideline.
I believe that is an Olympic sport this year.
Well, Mountain Crest needs to get it together on that. They've given up a couple of penalties. That have helped Skyview out, and 48 seconds is plenty of time for Skyview to go 56, 57 yards. In fact, they need about 6 seconds to do that, depending on who they hand it to. Egbert can do it in a hurry. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Egbert in the backfield with Thatcher. Egbert unloads down the sideline to Williams, who catches it for a gain of 11.
On the comeback route to number 1, Bright Williams. Bounces the ball into Mountain Crest territory.
Williams 32 yards on 5 catches here in this first half. More importantly, he steps out of bounds and stops the clock. Skyview now at the Mountain Crest 46. Helped on that personal foul on the kickoff. Here's the delay handoff to Egbert. Egbert into the secondary. Hit and knocked down, but not until after he picks up a whole bunch of yards.
Advances the ball deep inside
19 yards for Egbert.
Picks up a first down. The ball spotted at 27.
6 carries, 60 yards for Brevin Egbert. He's got a streak of 8 straight 100-yard games going. Thatcher, under pressure late, unloads through the hands of Zamel. And incomplete. Second down. 20 seconds to play in the half. Skyview gets the ball to start the second half. They'd much rather have the ball with a 14-14 game than a 14-7 deficit, if we want to make obvious observations. Egbert in the backfield with Thatcher. Looks like a 3-man rush for Mountain Crest. See if they bring a linebacker. They've got 3 down linemen, and Mountain Crest is going to call a timeout.
We have a timeout on the field called by the Mustangs.
In other action tonight, Bear River is at Ridgeline, just down the road in Millville. And a little bit further north, Logan is at Green Canyon. If you look at the RPI, Skyview's number 1 in RPI. Crimson Cliffs is number 2. Provo number 3. Ridgeline number 4. Park City number 5. Green Canyon number 6. Mountain Crest is 9th. Win or lose, Mountain Crest will probably move up. Skyview, I don't know if they would move down even with a loss. But Mountain Crest, with the way that RPI works, because of Skyview's record, Mountain Crest could lose this game and still move up in the RPI and have better playoff seeding. Now, Mountain Crest still has to play Maple Mountain on Wednesday. Skyview's not playing on the short week. 2nd and 10. Egbert to the left side of Thatcher now. 20 seconds to play in the half. Pulling everybody. Egbert's going to run in behind him. Timeout called by Coach Howell after the run by Egbert.
We have a timeout on the field taken by the Bobcats.
Egbert picked up
The ball is
4.
advanced to the 23-yard line. It will be 3rd and 6 for Skyview.
3rd and 6. Skyview 2 of 4 on 3rd downs. I mentioned Egbert, Brevin Egbert, 191 carries coming in tonight, 1,503 yards, 7.8 yards per carry on the season, 23 touchdowns. He's number 1 in 4A in yards, number 2 in the state in touchdowns, and number 1 in 4A in touchdowns. Mountain Crest has gotten off the field defensively the last 2 possessions. See if they can do it again. 3rd and 6. 15 seconds left in the half. Thatcher flushed. Thatcher hit as he throws to the sideline. Maybe a catch. It is.
Thatcher under pressure, hit as he throws.
And that's a first down. Zamel with a great catch.
Number 2, Garrett Zommel on the reception. Gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
14
6
yards.
seconds. We have a timeout again by the Bobcats on the field. The ball we spotted.
Zamel 3 catches, 31 yards, and that one was huge
1st and 10.
for Skyview. Because now it gives them 1st and 10. Where's it at? At the 14, between the 13 and 14. 6 seconds as Skyview takes another timeout. 6 seconds to play in the half. Skyview's got time for another play.
Coach, there are concession stands.
You're probably going to want to throw it to the end zone. But you know, with Brevin Eckbert back there, you get that defense spread out and only 3 down linemen rushing. A draw play or a little stretch play to Eckbert could go. They're going to throw it, looking for the end zone, and Thatcher sails it out of bounds. 2 seconds to play in the half.
2 seconds left.
And see if Skyview decides to kick a field goal. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to bring in Caleb DeQuadros, the senior kicker. And they're going to spot it at the 20, the right hash. Be a 30-yard attempt with 2.1 seconds left in the half to bring Skyview within 3 or to within 4. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And that'll take us to the half as the clock hits triple zeros. Skyview with a 30-yard field goal, but they trail. They'll get the ball to start the second half, trailing 14-10. You're watching the game of the week on the Valley Channel.
The whole game, I don't hear anybody in the crowd. It's just me and the pitcher out there. Sometimes I'll hear a coach off to the side give a clap. Then I know that runner is going to steal. So then I give the pitcher the sign. Baseball has just been my one constant through my life. It's harder to be a catcher than any other position. We have to be a lot more vocal, leaders of the team, and there's so much more time spent in the bullpen catching pitchers. It's always my fault if something happens. I feel 100% responsible.
I always hear him say he wants to play competitive baseball as long as possible.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you go into the medical profession.
I teach myself organic chemistry for fun just because I think it's fascinating. I do a lot of backyard experiments.
He teaches me chemistry. He's like, so my head is the nucleus and these are the electrons and they're moving around.
ZoomTech is the LLC that I created for biotech devices. I want to help prevent or test breast cancer in the future.
Both of my sisters had breast cancer, and so when Karsten was a toddler, I decided to have preventative double mastectomies, and he was always by my side.
It's just always made me want to raise awareness of breast cancer and help other women fight through it. Definitely something that I think about because I know that I'm a carrier for the gene and it could go through my family or to my sister.
I don't like to admit it, but I brag about him a lot. Oh, there's my brother.
He's bright, he's inventive, compassionate. I'm very sentimental.
Naturally, I think, want to be successful and just pursue things that I think are interesting and take it to the maximum level. Especially with like breast cancer, I want to help as many people as I can. And I'm not going to let failures deter me.
Over the period of time, my hearing became worse and worse.
Over the course of the years, I developed a hearing loss, and I would not be able to hear my employees talk to me sometimes.
For Paul Danes and Cache Valley's integrity, his character, his background, his equipment, I would recommend him to anyone for a hearing aid specialist.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop. We logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. KSM means music. Music is all we do. Factory Pizzeria. We're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years. Back in Hyrum, Eric Olson along with you. We got a good one going on here. Mountain Crest hosting Skyview. It's 14-10 at the half. Mountain Crest with the lead and doing the things that they wanted to do in this ball game. When talking with Coach Visser earlier, he wanted to be able to control the ball and avoid mistakes and really limit possessions for Skyview. And for the most part, they've done that, and they've slowed down the Skyview running game as well. Well, that one's debatable. Brevin Egbert rushed for 64 yards in that first half on only 7 carries. There's the key. Only 7 carries for Brevin Egbert, whereas they put the ball in the air 15 times. So usually you've seen Skyview with a lot more balance in that, and even tilting more toward the run with the way Egbert runs. A lot of that, they threw a lot of passes in that last possession there before the half, trying to get downfield and with only so much time on the clock. So, but still, you wonder if maybe you'll see a little bit more Brevin Egbert for Skyview in the second half. 64 yards rushing for the Bobcats, 88 yards through the air. Thatcher, not a bad half. 10 of 15 for 88 yards. 152 total yards for Skyview. 32 yards for Brighton Williams on 5 catches, and Zamel 31 yards on 3 catches. Wilson caught 1 for 20 there late in the half. For Mountain Crest, they had 115 yards on the ground. They were able to run the football. 48 yards through the air. Crofts was 4 of 7 for 48 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jones led the way, 70 yards on 15 carries, 37 yards on 10 carries for Benson. Mountain Crest with 3 penalties, Skyview with 2. There are a few penalties on Mountain Crest that didn't get accepted, and a couple of penalties came at some times where Mountain Crest had a couple of times where they maybe thought they should have got a flag that went their way, or one that they got that they didn't think they deserved, and they were passionately arguing some of those facts, and it did get them a flag, but it was just a warning on one, and we'll see if they settle down in that second half.
7 over Bear River with 4:16 left in the second quarter. Green Canyon is beating Logan 33-7 at halftime.
The Mountain Crest will kick off. Skyview able to score. They kicked a field goal on their last possession as time ran out. So they're going to get the ball back and get a chance now to drive it down and possibly take the lead back after Mountain Crest jumped out to that 14-7 lead. Skyview scored first, 14 unanswered by Mountain Crest, and then Skyview put that field goal on the board as time expired in that first half. Green Canyon leads Logan at the half 33-7. I believe the score I heard was Ridgeline over Bear River 21-7 in the third. And they got their show and run, and I wouldn't be surprised if they got a heavy dose of Brevin Egbert here in the second half. Egbert hits the line of scrimmage, picks up a couple.
The ball off to Egbert on the counter to the left side. Swarmed over by a herd of the Mustangs.
Egbert, though, he's like a jack in the box, right? You're turning that thing, you know any minute it's going to pop out of there, and you keep turning it, and it's nothing happens, then boom. That stinking clown's right in your face, and that's Egbert. run and run and run. You just know eventually, boom, he's going to be in the end zone. Mountain Crest walking 5 men up to the line, 7, now 8 in the box. Turn and give it to Egbert again. Being pursued from the backside. He's too fast for that. But he has to slow down, waiting for a block. And he ends up picking up only 3. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Excellent pursuit by the Mustang D. Egbert tackled by his whiskers. Then 2 on the play, brings up a 3rd and 5.
Mountain Crest sideline asking for some noise from the home fans. 3rd and 5. Ball at their own 25 for Skyview. Thatcher looks near side, has his man slip a tackle and get out to the 40-yard line. 15 yards on 3rd and 5.
Pass is completed to number 24, Liam Guthrie on the hitch pass. Breaks the tackle and moves the ball down to the 40-yard line. Tackle made by
Guthrie, now 2 catches, 20 yards. We've seen that pattern a couple of times tonight. Skyview's gone to that, just that out. It's a quick break. You usually get a step on your defender, especially if he's playing off. The Mountain Crest defenders look like they are playing zone. They're playing off. Thatcher keeps it. Ball's on the turf. Mountain Crest thinks they have it. Let's see. They do. That looked like a busted play. Thatcher looked like he expected to give it off, and so he just kept it and took off, and he was hit from behind, and I think it was Caden Hess that popped the ball loose, and there were a bunch of Mustangs there. There was one Bobcat player, it looked like he had a good shot at it, but he was unable to get there. There were too many dark jerseys. Here's Jones picking up 4 yards.
Jones scampers through the left side of the line.
As Skyview stacks the line.
Picks up 5, brings up 7.
This is an old-fashioned slugfest in Hyrum tonight. It's glorious. I formation again. Fake the give. Crofts gonna loft it out there for DeCorver. DeCorver has it knocked away. He had it in his hands. And then the second defensive back came over and laid a hit on him. And he actually hurt his own player. It might have been.
Pass is incomplete and bring up a
might have been Favero that laid that hit. It was Favero. DeCorver had it in his hands. Favero came in because he was right there. Just hit DeCorver as hard as he could, trying to dislodge the ball. He did, but he put his helmet right in his own guy's teeth. I think that was Vickers. Now Skyview calls a timeout.
Mountain Crest would like to
I believe that was Vickers, and he was slow to get up.
Hyrum Chevron, Carson Plumbing, Big O Tire, Entrada, JM Concrete, The Logo Shop, Mountainland RV, Wasatch Taylor.
Coach Visser was talking about finishing games, about playing a whole game. He said, you know, we've had a lot of great progression this year. Our progression as a team reminds me a lot, or a little bit of last year, he said. It feels like the Mustangs are peaking at the right time. They're late in the season. He said, but you know, we can't fall asleep for a quarter. We've had games where we played really well, and then we kind of fall asleep for a quarter or a half a quarter. We can't fall asleep for a quarter against Skyview, or next thing you know, we'll be watching them run away from us. But he felt like, he told me straight out, he said, I like our chances. I think we can play with them. And so far, that has been the case. 3rd and 6. Here's the give on the counter to Jones. Jones is very close. I think he's going to be a little bit short, but he might be close enough that Mountain Crest will go for it.
The ball is advanced to the Bobcat 36-yard line. It'll be 4th and 1.
As the Bobcats continue to try to work to stop the run. Boy, that's a tough spot for Mountain Crest. And Mountain Crest gets out early. They don't blow the whistle. A penalty there would have worked in Mountain Crest's favor.
The Mustangs are short of the yard to gain.
Mountain Crest was in motion early, and the whole play blew up. And Crofts lost the ball on the snap. He's telling the coach, the ball hit me right here, and I dropped it. And Skyview's defense comes up with a stop. Well, that Skyview offense back out on the field. 9:15 to play in the third quarter. 14-10 Mountain Crest. I believe I may have said 14-7 earlier. It's 14-10. So no panic if you're Skyview. You're only down 4 points. Give to Egbert. Egbert hit at the line of scrimmage, picks up a yard. That's a tough spot for him. He looked like he gained a little bit more, but you know, we're a long way away. Those officials on the sideline, they're looking right down the line of scrimmage. You can see that.
Our fan of the game student, Callista Welling.
2nd and 9.
Go down by the cheerleaders, please.
Favero's the split wide on this side, 2 to the far side. They're going to go to Favero, and it's picked. Favero sat down. DeCorver picks it off. I don't know if it was Favero or if it was Zamel. One of them sat down instead of continuing on their route. And Thatcher threw as if he was expecting him to cross. And there was nobody there but DeCorver. So Mountain Crest gets the ball right back. At the 41-yard line, 8:27 to play in the third. Back-to-back turnovers by Skyview. Give it to Jones. He's walloped right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him forward progress for 2. 18 carries, 81 yards for Jones, and Mountain Crest hurries it up. 5-man front now with 2 stand-up ends for the Bobcats. Now they're going to throw it. Crofts laying it out there for Bitten, and Bitten didn't really take off coming off the ball. He kind of was just cruising out there, and Crofts throws the ball, and then Bitten's like, oh boy. So I'm wondering if he wasn't expecting it to come his way. Or they told Crofts, look, put it out there. So nobody gets it but him. I don't think Carl Lewis would have got that one. Tyreek Hill wouldn't have got that one. 3rd and 8. Butters switches sides. 7 up in the box. Crofts looking to run. He doesn't have any blocking downfield. And he only picks up 1 or 2.
On the left side, short game brings up a 4th and long for the Mustangs.
Picks up a couple. He needed 1 more blocker downfield. He didn't have him. So now it's 4th down. Mountain Crest now 1 of 5 on 3rd downs. And 0 for 2 on 4th down. Skyview looks like they're offsides. That'll make it 4th and short. 4th and about a yard.
And a long run.
They need to get to the 31. The ball's spotted just outside the 32. So you need 3 feet plus the length of the ball. And again, you got to think that Skyview's going to have everybody up in the gaps. And they're going to run it anyway. When you're loading up for the run and you can run it anyway, that gives an offense a lot of confidence. 6 yards on 4th and 1. And Jones is approaching 100 yards. Back to the ground they go. Jones flips over inside the 25 down about the 24. Picks up a couple.
Picks up a tough 2 yards. 2nd and 8 for the Mustangs. The ball is spotted on the Bobcat 29.
We saw Mountain Crest a few weeks ago, and Zach Benson was their featured runner. But tonight they've used Benson mostly as a blocker. He has 10 carries of his own. Now they're going to throw it to him out of the backfield. It's a little bit high. They've run this play 3 times. The time that they got everything right, it was a touchdown. The first time they ran it, it would have been a touchdown, but Crofts threw it a little bit behind Benson, and Benson couldn't get his shoulders around and pull it in. That time, probably would have been a shorter gain, and he just put it out there a little bit too far for Benson. And that throw, that throw's kind of tough. You're on the move. But also, you want to see your guy make that play. Everybody up in the box. Bootleg. Crofts going to keep it. Trouble. Skyview had a guy coming off the edge. Unblocked, right? And so I don't know if he was spying Crofts because he came out, popped out of there when Crofts did. I think that was Easton Ballard, their leading tackler, who's also one of the top tacklers in the state.
Ball spotted at the 28-yard line.
So now Mountain Crest is 1 for 7 on 3rd downs. And it's 4th and 11, closer to 12. Clock ticking towards 6 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Everybody up again. Mountain Crest is going to take a timeout. They haven't thrown a middle screen. Everything they've tried to do, like little screen-wise or the boots and stuff, has been at the edges. I don't remember if Mountain Crest has thrown a screen into the middle of the field.
Mountain Crest would like to thank their gold sponsors, Visionary Homes, Members First Credit Union.
But if they've got everybody up and bringing them, I don't know if you have time for that.
AG's Home Help.
Your quarterback's got to drift long enough to let those linemen clear. And Skyview's putting 7-8 guys on the line of scrimmage.
Sponsors for their support of Mountain Crest High School.
And if Skyview's going to commit to that again, the middle of the field's been wide open. And now Mountain Crest has decided they're going to try to kick a field goal. 45 yards from the left hash. A left-footed kicker.
Athletics.
Got a good kick on it. It looks like it's sailing, though. No good. He had enough leg, and now a flag after the play. There was enough. Boyd Oakey had enough leg, but it just drifted right on him. There were a couple of players going at it out there, and it looks like they're going to call Mountain Crest. The way one of the Mountain Crest linemen is acting, they're going to call it on him. And Coach Visser's coming out to midfield. Personal foul on Mountain Crest. Another one. That's their second one. We saw a couple of those interior linemen kind of shoving and pulling and pushing at each other, but I didn't see anything crazy. But again, the officials are a lot closer than we are. The flag came in from that far side official. It's on the Skyview sideline. And the official on this near sideline gets to listen to Coach Visser. He had nothing to do with the flag. Okay, the officials blow the play dead before it starts. Now they come back. Because of the missed field goal, Skyview would have had it on the 20. Because of the penalty, they get it at 35. Egbert, no gain. Those are 3 words you don't say in the same sentence very often.
That 35-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10.
11 carries, 70 yards for Egbert, still averaging over 6 yards a carry. They're going to give it to him again. This time he's hit and gains positive yardage. 3 yards, 3rd and 7.
Number 6,
so Egbert,
and number 17, Huerta,
on his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carries, he's gained a total of 9 yards. So they've done a pretty good job on him lately. And the Bobcats have liked to go to that quick hit pass on these 3rd downs. Something cutting inside or that running to the edge. Let's see what they do. Here's that little quick hit. Lots of running room after a good block. Boy, that Skyview lineman got out there. He hustled out there in a hurry. My goodness. That kid got on his horse.
Liam Guthrie picks up some blocking and moves the ball down to
19 yards.
43-yard line for
Guthrie.
Down.
And that quick little hit like that shows you that Skyview is aware of the pressure Mountain Crest has been getting on Carson Thatcher. 4:44 to play in the 3rd quarter. Now they're going to pitch it out to Egbert, try to get him in space. Egbert slips through, picks up about 3.
Good pursuit by the Mustangs.
Good job by Mountain Crest stretching it out there.
Defense, the ball is spotted.
He went clear out past the hash before he finally decided, well, better turn it up. 2nd and 7. Let's see if they come this way with it. Egbert finds an opening this time, and he's got a 1st down.
Skyview on the inside.
He's got 9 yards that time.
Pounds the ball down inside, gets the ball to the 31-yard line, picks up the 1st
He's up to 85 yards on 14 carries.
In on the tackle for the Mustangs.
And I like this. You've got Brevin Egbert. You've got one of the top rushers in the state. Use him. And if Mountain Crest can stop him, then God bless him. They give it to Egbert again. 2 yards. He's one of the best rushers in the state, and he's got a great offensive line in front of him. Dance with what brung you, and that's what Coach Howell and the Bobcats are doing here in this 3rd quarter. A heavy dose of Brevin Egbert.
2nd and 8, the ball is spotted.
That's 8 carries so far for Egbert in this 3rd quarter. He only had 7 in the first half. Clock ticking down towards 3 minutes to play in the 3rd. 14-10, Mountain Crest. Skyview's turned it over twice, but it hasn't hurt him. Here's a little quick hitter out to the tight end.
Dump pass completed to number
Zamel.
2, Garrett Zarnell. Porter Johnson in on the tackle.
He picks up about 4.
Ball's advanced to the 24-yard line. Will bring up 3rd and 3.
35 yards on 4 catches for him. It's 3rd and 3. Give it to Egbert. Trying to find room off that left side. I think he's got there. He needed 3. I think he picked up 4. He did. Egbert now up to 91 yards.
For the 1st down.
He needs 9 yards to keep that 100-yard rushing game streak alive. The record books start at 10 games. If you look at the state record books of consecutive 100-yard rushing games. So he could get that in the playoffs. If he gets it here tonight, they're going to hand it to him. He's hit by Hess and thrown down. He went right into Caden Hess.
Brevin Egbert tackled immediately by Caden Hess.
Hess has been impressive.
No gain on the play.
Hess, the senior. A bunch of seniors on this Mountain Crest team. They're having senior night here. Under 2 minutes to play in the third. Second and 10, Mountain Crest is offsides. Second time tonight, the Mustangs have jumped. They did it early. I think they did it on their first defensive play of the night, and then they haven't done it since. That's the 5th accepted penalty on Mountain Crest. Skyview's played pretty clean, only 2 penalties, accepted penalties for Skyview. Now that defensive lineman comes to the sideline. A bunch of coaches shrugging their shoulders at him, saying, "What are you doing? You're 3 feet from the football."
You mean more to me by Lionel Richie.
And he'll get to think about it now instead of play this down. 2nd and 5. Give it off to Egbert again.
Egbert again on the counter play.
In a scrum. Picks up a couple. 3rd down coming up.
Short gain brings up a 3rd and 5 for the Bobcats. Company on the tackle.
45 seconds to play here in this third quarter. 14-10. Mountain Crest leads. Skyview's knocking on the door. 3rd and 4. Thatcher. Plenty of time. Now he leaps out of the pocket, looking for the back of the end zone, and he overthrows everybody.
Thatcher under some pressure. Takes the ball down the left sideline. Pass intended for number 24, Liam Guthrie.
So I think Skyview might be going to try the kick to pull to within a point. With 24.9 on the third quarter clock. This will be from 31 yards away if indeed they kick it. I think it's Favero that's the holder. I can't tell if that's a 6 or an 8. Looks good. Is good. 19.9 to play in the third quarter. And the field goal pulls Skyview to within 1 at 14-13. You're watching the game of the week on the Valley Channel. Hey, the Old Grist Mill has long been a sponsor of the game of the week on the Valley Channel. You remember the old days when bread was made naturally, wheat was ground into crushed flour, simple recipes with only the necessary ingredients? Well, they do that at the Old Grist Mill. The bread's simple, moist, and wholesome, making bread the way it's meant to be. They are so sure that you're going to enjoy the difference. They want you to drop in, try a free slice of hot bread. They just know you're going to enjoy it, and you're going to keep coming back for more at the Old Grist Mill, a Game of the Week sponsor.
We thank our service sponsors for their support.
19.9 seconds to play in this third quarter. Mountain Crest still on top, 14-13. Skyview with the only points of the third quarter by either team thus far. This one's going to go out of bounds. Skyview, Mountain Crest will start at the 35-yard line. And Mountain Crest has been able to run the ball. They've had a lot of good drives. They've gotten deep into Skyview territory, but Skyview defensively has been able to come up with the stops when they've needed them. This time Mountain Crest starting Now this is probably their worst starting field position of the half because they had a couple of turnovers that they were capitalizing on that started them in great field position. And then a punt that was returned across midfield. So Crofts in the offense. They've been playing smash mouth football. They've been playing 12 personnel with the I formation. 2 wide receivers. It's like we're back in 1988. Now they tried a little out pattern to DeCorver, and Crofts overthrows him.
Cross pass intended to Corver on the quick out. Ball's incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Crofts has not completed a pass in this half. He's 4 of 11. 16.1 seconds to play in the third quarter. That was his 4th pass of the third quarter. And he has not completed one.
Both ends of the field. Along with a litter box for your convenience.
12 plays in this third quarter for Mountain Crest. Now they get it out to DeCorver, but the numbers just aren't there for him. They had 3 defenders with 2 of their own players.
Takes the ball, fouls the blocker.
That's not going to get it done.
The 39-yard line.
They get it out for a 4-yard gain. DeCorver 2 catches, 17 yards. You know, you're all about numbers, right? You want to, how many guys do you have to what side of the field? And that time they went to this side, and Skyview just had more guys over there. Mountain Crest didn't have the guys out there to help make the block. Skyview is quick, side to side. And now they're bringing a little pressure on Crofts. Crofts got a lot of running room if he wants it. Instead, he unloads downfield. On the run, he puts it right on Owen Ryan.
Owen Ryan makes a tremendous catch.
And that's the end of the third quarter. 14-13, Mountain Crest takes a lead into the fourth. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel.
42-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Mustangs. Mountain Crest would like to thank their broad sponsors, Cache Valley Association.
So many great choices of food here in Cache Valley. I don't think people understand how great the food is here in Cache Valley. You know what one of the old favorites is? It's actually Wendy's. Wendy's of Logan, Wendy's of Cache Valley. They're featured menu items right now. Some awesome seasonal stuff like the pumpkin spice frosty, or the pumpkin spice frosty cream cold brew, or try that grilled chicken wrap. Yeah, juicy herb marinated grilled chicken breast, shredded cheddar cheese, crispy romaine, and creamy ranch, all wrapped up in a warm tortilla. Wendy's, a Game of the Week sponsor.
The book table and A1 Automotive.
18 yards.
Our broad sponsors.
For Ryan from Crofts on the last play of the third quarter. Benson takes that one. He was deep in the backfield when he took that one. And he got by one tackler 3 yards deep, and then the second tackler caught him a yard deep. Again, you keep waiting for Mountain Crest to pull some kind of screen or some trickery the way Skyview was just selling out against the run. Now they've got Crofts back there in the pistol with a running back next to him, and they're in that spread look. Turn and hand it off. Benson sprinting to this near sideline. He's near a first down. He's got a first down. 12 yards for Benson.
Announcing up for another Mountain Crest.
12 carries, 48 yards for Benson. Benson averages closer to 7 yards a carry. Skyview's held him down to 4 yards a carry. At that time, he got loose for 12. Handed to Jones. Jones follows Benson up in the hole. 2 hands on the ball, and he just chugs his way down to another first down.
Cash foul on the tackle
And with that
for the
run,
Bobcats.
Jones is now at
Again,
100 yards for the
another
night.
Mountain Crest.
21 carries, 100 yards for Jones. 10:20 to play in the ballgame. Mountain Crest looking to put a little space between them and the Bobcats. And the Bobcats on that play are going to have nothing to do with it.
Jones on
No
the
gain that time for Jones.
counter play. No gain on the play. Ball spotted at the 21. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs.
Second and 10. Ball at the 21 of Skyview. 9:50 to play in the ball game. Mountain Crest trying to complete the upset. Crofts looking to throw. Backs out of the pocket. Directs traffic and now runs to the sideline and out of bounds.
Croft rolling around the right side. Good coverage.
And where are they going to spot him?
Bobcats.
He may have lost a yard.
64, Seth Tolson forces Croft.
That's going to be third down.
3rd and 10.
He did.
for
He
the
lost a
Mustangs.
yard. That goes. He was running, but that'd be the first sack of the night for Skyview. 1 for 7 on third downs for Mountain Crest. Corver to the near side. They throw it across the middle to him. He's got to get upfield as he runs parallel, and when he tried to turn corner, he had a defensive back trying to haul him down.
On the catch.
It's going to be, it's a gain of about 8. It's going to be 4th and 3.
Ball's advanced to the 13-yard line. It'll be 4th and 2.
Crofts is going to keep it. This is all going to depend on the spot. Man, they are leaving this in the Stripes' hands because it's all depending on the spot. Did he get to the 11-yard line? He needed the 11. Not where they're putting it, he didn't. Not even close. He got a yard, he needed 2.
Ball is short of the yard to gain. Of the line to gain, Bobcats will take over on downs.
So they use those running backs basically as decoys, as lead blockers that time.
12-yard line.
Skyview stacked the line, and Crofts unable
would like
to gain the 2 yards needed for a first down. And the Skyview defense, how many times has the Skyview defense, when Mountain Crest has been in scoring position, how many times has Skyview made that stop? And that's got to play a part in this ball game, because now if you're Skyview, you're only down by 1. You don't need a touchdown. Sure, you want one, but a field goal will put you back in the lead. Now they're going to change the clock. I can't tell what number he's trying to say. Is he trying to say 8:50? Because it was 8:41 and they've changed it 8:50. That's a lot of time they ran off. So Skyview takes over on their own 13-yard line, trailing 14-13. It's been a defensive battle. Give it to Egbert. Look out! Egbert out across the 45 to the 47-yard line. 34 yards.
Finally brought down by number 0, Will Porter.
He's now at 127 for the night.
First and 10.
Yeah, that's the jack in the box. You keep turning that crank, and eventually he's jumping out right in your face. There it was. Now Skyview offensively, see if they've got a little more pep in their step. 8:42 to play in the game. Give it to Egbert. Egbert dragged down from the backside. Porter Kennington, 2-yard loss.
Loss of 2 on the play, bring up a 2nd and 12. The ball will be moved back to the Bobcat 46-yard line.
That's the 20th carry tonight for Egbert. That's 211 carries for the season. That's a lot of touches. And that time you kind of winced a little bit as he got dragged down from behind. That's sometimes you see kids get hurt that way. I'm glad that he got up. 2nd and 12. Fake the give. Throw it over the middle. Zamel on the run. Trips over the turf monster. Keeps going. And he's down inside the 20.
Thatcher on the play-action counter pass. Hits number 2. Garrett Zamel up the middle.
38 yards.
Johnson.
Zamel, he's had a big game.
To the Mountain Crest 16-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Skyview.
73 yards on 5 catches for Zamel. And just like that, Skyview in scoring territory. 2 big plays, and they're out from the 13-yard line, clear down to the Mountain Crest 13-yard line. 3 yards for Egbert.
Egbert up the middle.
128 yards on 21 carries. Now Skyview
ball spotted at the Mustang 13-yard line.
Content to just take their time. There's still plenty of time. The clock just jumped under 7 minutes. Thatcher throwing to Williams. Williams uses his blockers, gets into the end zone, touchdown.
Thatcher's pass completed to number 1.
13 yards. Skyview with their first lead since the first half. Somebody down for Skyview. First touchdown pass of the night.
Medical coverage of tonight's game is provided by Golden Regional Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official medical provider.
6 catches, 45 yards, and a touchdown for Williams. Skyview moved downfield in a hurry.
Samoa fact, 83.
I cannot see who they're looking at.
Almost Paradise was the theme song for the senior prom held at USU, where they combined with Skyview students.
They both teams
the basketball season,
off the field now. They're helping him up as one of the linemen.
As they cheered their team
Skyview.
earned a ticket to the state tournament.
And offensive lines,
Pom-poms were sold
solid
before every
unit.
game. The student body was recognized for
And they've
their
been one of the best
school spirit.
units around for years. They always have a solid offensive line. Speaking of the Bobcats. So with 6:42 to play in the ball game, Skyview seesaws out in front. Now will they go for 2? Try to make Mountain Crest have to score a touchdown and an extra point to tie.
The principal was Spence Ward. The vice principals were Jay Wardle and Rich Roberts.
They are going to go for 2. Three wide to this side, spread them out. See if they give it to Egbert. They're going to let Thatcher do it. No good. The defender got there just as the ball did. 6:42 to play in the ball game. It's a 5-point Skyview lead. Mountain Crest gets the ball when we come back.
In the third quarter, Skyview 18, Mountain Crest 14.
Hey, you know, today's hearing aid technology can improve not only your life, but the lives of the people who care about you. Once again, you'll be able to hear the reason for their laughter and understand conversations. Dr. Paul Danes at Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology will customize a hearing improvement program to meet your unique requirements, whatever they are. Call them for an appointment. Let them show you how. You don't have to miss hearing the joys of life any longer. Go see Dr. Paul Danes at Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. 87-yard touchdown drive for Skyview. Mountain Crest had stymied them the entire second half. But the Bobcats that time used big plays, explosives, to matriculate the pigskin down the gridiron and into pay dirt territory.
Mountain Crest will take over 1st and 10 on their own
Now
20-yard line.
It's Mountain Crest's
Students
turn,
after the game,
and
there
they
will be a
answer,
fifth quarter
trailing by 5.
dance on the field. We ask that students please
So they
stay
need a
outside the
touchdown.
and up the track. until
So
both
many times
teams
Mountain Crest
have
has
left the
marched
field.
down the field tonight
Watch for
using the
signal
run.
from Mountain Crest admin
They've gotten
before
down
coming
inside
onto
the
field
30,
for the
25-yard
fifth
line of Skyview and
Fans, the
come
fifth
away with
quarter is for
nothing.
Mountain Crest students only. If you are not a Mountain Crest High School student,
Mountain
please stay
Crest,
outside
I've got
of
my
the
number
fence.
right there, 1 for 4 on 4th down. And almost all of those have been deep in Skyview territory. 4-man rush. Now they run the screen to the middle. It's tipped up and intercepted by a lineman, and he runs it in for a touchdown. I've been looking for that play all half.
Pass is tipped.
And then they run it,
By number 64.
and it's tipped. And Seth Toulson, excuse me, Seosi Tupola comes down with it. Now that's Seth Toulson. You gotta look at the right roster. Seth Toulson catches the tip on the screen. Mountain Crest had it set up. And then Skyview makes the play when they need to. (25-14). Skyview's going to go for 2 again. Man, Lady Momentum is a fickle mistress. Thatcher, man wide open. 2-point conversion is good. Everything going the Bobcats' way in the last 5 minutes after Mountain Crest had controlled most of this game. Skyview now leads 27-14. Hey, the Factory Pizzeria has been one of our sponsors for, quite a while. One of the best places in town for pizza, for ambiance, to watch the game. Their wings are great. You can go online and order, and you get 5% off your order if you order online. Remember their Monday special: buy any large pizza, get a second pizza half off. It's available for dine-in or pickup. And their Wednesday special: $5 nachos, wings, and $1.25 draft beer. That's the Factory Pizzeria, a Game of the Week sponsor. Oh my, how the turntables turn, to quote Michael Scott. Skyview with 2 touchdowns in a matter of seconds. (17 unanswered for Skyview here in this second half. Mountain Crest took a 14-7 lead. Skyview got a field goal right before the half. That's more than 17. It's 20 unanswered, isn't it? It's 20 unanswered. Skyview's run off. The first real mistake that Mountain Crest has made tonight, and Skyview takes advantage. Skyview's a championship caliber team. That's what championship caliber teams do. They find ways to make plays. Now let's see what Mountain Crest can do. Crofts through the hands of its receiver and out of bounds as he was running for his life.
Ball's intended for number 1, Owen Ryan. It's incomplete.
Ryan was his intended receiver. Crofts completed 7 passes for 78 yards, 2 touchdowns. Those touchdowns came in the second quarter. Now Crofts has to stand back in there. And he's not believing what he's seeing, right? He's standing back in there. He's double clutching. He's not sure where he's going to go with the football. And he's talking to his receiver now saying, hey, you're supposed to do this. And he's sacked.
At the Mustang 15-yard line.
That's a loss of 9. And that's why he's not liking what he's seeing, as if his receiver's running the wrong pattern.
For Mountain Crest.
And he's expecting an in, and his receiver's running something else. Mountain Crest running out of chances to get on the right page, all on the same page. Downfield they go, catch made. Near the markers, but a little bit short.
Pass completed on the deep out to number 1
by Ryan. He needed 18.
Ball spotted at the
He got 16.
31-yard line. The 4th and 2.
Fourth and 2. Handed off. Benson is walloped. And I think he got it with that second effort. And Coach Visser thinks so too, and so do the officials. Man, that was a tough run. Somebody from Skyview cracked Benson hard. And that's the first third down conversion since the first quarter for Mountain Crest. They got to think about hurrying it up. They need 2 scores. They're down by 13. And Skyview just teeing off now, their pass rushers. Crofts has to get rid of it. A 4-man rush is getting to him. They weren't blitzing that time. That was 4 down linemen. And they don't have to worry about the run now. They can just pin their ears back and come after him.
Number 9, Ramsey.
Mountain Crest entered this fourth quarter with designs of an upset. They were leading. It's been all Skyview in the fourth. It turned when Mountain Crest couldn't convert on 4th and short, deep in Skyview territory. There's that screen again. And again, Crofts has guys in his face before he can even turn to look. He's looking one way, trying to get the defense all looking one way, and he turns to look back toward the screen. And he's got guys right in his face. That's hard. The lineman, you kind of chuck your guy, right, and then get off. But Skyview's rushers are just coming so hard that, I mean, they don't have to worry about a run or anything. They don't have to stop for anything. It's just a race to the quarterback now, and they got 6 guys in the box. Let's see if they're all coming. Nope, 4 of them are though. Crofts unloads, looking for Phelps. Phelps is hit way before the ball gets there. The safety came from the backside and just hit him in the back. I think the safety thought the ball was already there because he just came and hit him in the back. So that's going to be a first down for Mountain Crest. Up near midfield, about the 48.
Will end up giving the Mustangs a first down. And the ball will be spotted.
For Skyview, that's only their 3rd penalty of the night and their first one of this half. So they've played clean football. Five wide receivers again, 4:46 to play. Crofts is going to keep it this time, trying to catch that defense coming up field hard. Now they're going to call a hold on the offensive line. Maybe a face mask, let's see. One of the officials is looking like a face mask. So maybe somebody grabbed Crofts by the face mask he's running through. Oh, they did. They threw it right into a pile, right where one of the Mountain Crest linemen was laying on top of a Skyview lineman. So I thought it was going to be a hold, but they called it a face mask on Skyview. That's 15 more yards. And that's from the, that's clear down inside the 35-yard line. So back-to-back 15-yard penalties on Skyview. Mountain Crest at the Skyview 33-yard line. Here comes everybody. Crofts gets rid of it, and it's knocked down. He had Corver coming open, breaking across the middle.
Cross under some pressure. Pass is knocked down.
Again, he's trying to throw the ball with a guy less than 3 feet away from him. That's a tough one. Eight of 19, 94 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception for Crofts. A pick 6 that was tipped. Phelps in motion. Crofts looks out to him. Now they're looking for that middle screen, and now Skyview's looking for it. They've tried to run it 2 or 3 times, and it hasn't worked yet.
Crofts elects to throw it away.
I was wondering earlier why they hadn't tried it. Maybe that's why. And they keep running it to this side. There's something on this near side that they think they like, that they think they can get, but they've been running to the defense's left a lot. Now they look back the other way, and again you got 1 receiver and 3 defenders. And the tackle's made immediately.
Pass completed to number
Skyview just rallies the ball too quick. They're trying to get a lineman and clear out there to block on the wide side of the field.
20, Tyson Bradley.
But that was a 4-to-2 ratio on numbers.
And
no gain, it's 4th and 10. 4:09 to play in the ballgame.
Freshman football players, please meet Coach Pete Bellis by the restrooms to help clean the bleachers. Again, students will
Mountain
be
Crest is going to have to hurry up.
But please wait until all teams have left.
They're late breaking the huddle. The back judge is at 3 on his count. Mountain Crest is going to have to take a timeout. No, they don't. They barely get it off. Over the middle, he throws it right at the defender. And Hyrum knocks it down. Crofts now has taken a couple of hits, and he's had guys in his lap, and he was drifting backwards, and he threw that one off his back foot, and he didn't need to. And that's what happens when you are under pressure, right? That clock in your head starts getting awfully loud. And now Skyview with a chance to put this ball game away. They're sending Corver off again. I don't know if he's got blood on his knee or something. Yeah, they're going to clean it up. Now Mountain Crest needs to try to turn it over. But there once again, right? You're getting deep into Skyview territory, and Skyview's defense stops Mountain Crest. Mountain Crest has put up some yards tonight. They've run the ball really well. But they had too many drives that they didn't finish. And Skyview found a way to make the big plays with the ball game on the line. Egbert with 129 yards rushing. He had one 34-yard run here in this second half. Everything else has been, he's had one 9-yarder. Everything else was 5 yards or less. There's another 1-yarder. Now Mountain Crest will start taking their timeouts.
Hit quickly.
Mountain Crest got out of what they wanted to do once they got behind by a couple of scores with the clock against them. You know, now they have to start throwing the ball instead of running, which was what was working so well for them. Because if you look at the numbers, they had 141 yards rushing. But you know, they had 115 at the half. You got to take some of the sacks. Crofts has been sacked a couple of times. And he was caught behind the line of scrimmage. He's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 negative rushes for Crofts that you have to take out of those rushing totals. Turn and give it to Egbert. He gets away from one tackler. Then the same tackler that missed him comes back and
picks up a couple of yards.
Cleans it up. I think that was Hess. Somebody from Mountain Crest is hurt. He's up now. It was Huerta. A couple yards for.
The ball will be spotted at the Bobcat 37-yard line.
Skyview's going to have to punt. 2:39 to play in the ball game. Skyview on their way to their 9th win of the season. As Mountain Crest led for so much of this game. And then Skyview made plays in the 4th quarter. Ridgeline was leading Bear River 35-14 late in the 3rd. And in the 4th, Green Canyon was leading Logan 39-7. Fair catch called for and made by DeCorver.
Corver makes the fair catch. Mountain Crest will take over.
DeCorver, the leading receiver for the Mustangs coming into this game. 707 yards and 49 catches, 14 yards per catch, 5 touchdowns. He's 3 for 25 tonight. They've been able to hold him down, but Mountain Crest's game plan has been to run. Now Skyview's got 4 men on the line, and their defensive backs are playing way off the ball. Crofts breaks out of the pocket. Fires. Has Phelps at the 39.
Thatcher Phelps on the comeback route. Picks up a first down. The ball is spotted at the Mustang 39-yard line. It will be 1st and 10.
It's Phelps' first catch of the night. .228. Play in the game. 4-man rush, run the little swing out to Benson. Benson puts both hands on the ball, runs over a man, steps out of bounds after a gain of 13.
Picks up the first down, gets out of bounds.
Benson's second catch of the night, 2 catches, 28 yards and a touchdown. Mountain Crest quickly snapping the ball, looking for Benson again. He's got a lot of room in front of him. Benson heading for the sideline, and then he runs out of bounds with 2:07 to play.
Excellent seal block by Porter Kennington.
Gain of 11.
Doc Benson is the recipient. Moves the ball down to the Bobcat 38-yard line.
Mountain Crest trails by 2 scores, 27-14. They've moved the ball all night, but they've only been able to put it in the end zone twice. Egbert knocks that one down. Now, how many passes now is that Skyview's batted down of Crofts? That's at least 4. One was picked off and intercepted for run in for a touchdown. And they were setting up a screen, and they had it set up. And Skyview's linemen got their hands up, knocked the ball up in the air, and it was returned for a touchdown by another lineman who caught it. The big man had his moment. 3-man rush. Crofts breaks out of the pocket. Late flag's probably going to be a hold. And Skyview says they have the ball, but the official says he's down.
Chucks the ball and runs.
There's a flag way back in the backfield, and another Bobcat down.
Holding is the call
We've
against the
seen
Mustangs.
2 or 3 kids slow to get up tonight. It's a hold against Mountain Crest. 1:49 now to play in the ball game.
Sixth
penalty on Mountain Crest tonight.
Put the palms back at the end of the game in the gray tote that student government will have. And if you could help us clean up the bleacher area. Thank you, students.
They're at 1:52. They're going to change the clock to 1:52. And that gives Mountain Crest a couple more seconds. I didn't see the number on the Skyview player that they helped to the sideline. He got up and walked off on his own. Skyview's ranked number 1 in RPI. In the Deseret News poll, I think they were 3rd. Behind Crimson Cliffs and somebody else. I got it written down here, I can't see it. So they were, Skyview's gonna be a handful for anybody in the playoffs. Benson on the little swing, runs to the sideline, picks up the penalty yardage back, and then steps out of bounds.
Hustles down the left sideline, gets out of bounds.
Skyview is perfectly content.
Gets almost back to the original line of scrimmage to be 3rd and 11.
So you give up that.
The Bobcat, 38-yard line.
They just don't want anything behind him. 1:36 to play. Third and 11. Here comes the rush. Ball's free. Crofts is looking for his receiver, and he's waiting, and he's waiting, he's waiting, and then bam. Another sack for Skyview. At 29 coming into the night. That's their 3rd. 1:09 to play in the ball game. Clock's running. 4th and 20. Gonna throw it underneath to Bitten. Bitten just steps out of bounds. Well, you can't do that because it was 4th down. And he did it anyway. And Skyview celebrating. They're gonna get the outright region championship.
Skyview will take over on downs. First down, the ball will be spotted on their own 43-yard line.
Last year they had to share it. This year they did not want to share it. They were going to be greedy about that. Region championship. Don't say that the region title doesn't mean anything in the age of the RPI. It means something to these kids. It means something to these coaches. And now it's just kneel down time for Skyview. They're going to have to snap it one more time, and Thatcher will. And Skyview improves to 9-0. Mountain Crest falls to 5-4. See where they are when the new RPI comes out tomorrow. No game of the week next week, because all the teams playing outside the valley. We'll be back for the playoffs. Keep an eye on our Facebook page to see who we're going to feature. Skyview 27, Mountain Crest 14. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on the Game of the Week. The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop. We logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. KSM means music. Music is all we do. Factory Pizzeria. We're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years.